Have you ever felt a sudden wave of anger or anxiety crash over you, seemingly out of nowhere? That's a trigger in action. And today we're gonna uncover what they truly mean. If you're new here, hit subscribe, like, and the bell. Let's get started. Triggers aren't just emotional time bombs. They're echoes from your nervous system's vault that play back survival strategies that your body has made long ago. Imagine that your body is like a silent archive that keeps memories safe. A trigger is the key that opens the file you perhaps didn't even know was still open. Do you have triggers in your life? Share them below. In my practice, I've seen how triggers can show up everywhere, including in the bedroom. Maybe a certain touch reminds you of a past rejection that sparks defensiveness instead of desire. Here's the truth though, triggers reveal your unmet needs. They're not weaknesses, they're signals from your inner self telling you where boundaries were once crossed. So once we grasp what triggers are at their root, the question emerges of how do we reshape our connections with others when we are triggered by things that are happening. Triggers don't exist in isolation. They kind of ripple through your bonds, turning vulnerability into a battlefield if ignored. Think about it in partnership. One person's trigger can activate another person's trigger, creating a cycle of misunderstandings that erodes trust and creates so much conflict. While working in sessions, I've uncovered that so many triggers stem from unspoken power dynamics, perhaps a history of control that makes surrender feel unsafe. The unique angle of what we're getting at here, though, is triggers are actually relational teachers. They highlight where empathy gaps exist and they urge us to create safety with others instead of walls. So if you reframe a trigger not as a flaw, but as an invitation for you to understand yourself more and deepen dialogue, this can actually transform potential conflict into profound closeness. Understanding triggers is powerful, but the shift happens when we learn to navigate them. Let's explore practical ways to reclaim your emotional reins. Mastering triggers isn't about suppression, it's about integration. We're gonna weave together the past memories into a stronger emotional future. Start by mapping out your triggers. What do I mean by that? Journal the sensations, the thoughts, and the context that ignites the trigger. It's like drawing a personal emotional map. In sex therapy, I guide clients to use breath work during intimate triggers. If we attune to it, it can actually give us presence over panic. So treat triggers as allies in self-growth, using them to set intentional rituals like sharing check-ins before close moments or talking about places where you feel insecure. Remember, healing isn't linear, it's a spiral where each triggered encounter becomes a step toward authenticity or back into your habits. If this resonated, drop a comment below with your trigger insights. We're in this together. Hit like, subscribe, and the bell. I'm Amanda Pasciucco, and I'll see you in the next one.